Hi everyone. So I recently got some like a dark brownish colored fabric from Joann's and I really liked it. It made me really think of like Queen's Gambit kind of aesthetic, and I wanted to use a vintage pattern that I had, so this is the pattern that I pulled out. I went ahead and placed the front bodice pattern piece on the center fold of the fabric and cut that out. And here's what the top of the dress looks like all cut out. I marked all of the darts and everything on the bodice pieces so that I knew where the darts would be later, and then I set those aside because I wasn't able to work on it anymore at that moment. And when I got home, I was able to start sewing the darts and putting the bodice together. And with this project, I also decided to just go ahead and use a zigzag stitch along all of the edges so that they would be kind of finished and nice, and I won't have to worry about any fraying. Right here is when I started to place the bodice pieces together to sew the side seams so that I would have a bodice. And of course, here is one of my sewing buddies enjoying the sewing process and helping me out there. I then went ahead and used the center front skirt piece as well as the side front pieces of the skirt, pin them together so that I could start sewing those. After the bodice pieces and the skirt panels were all assembled together, then I pinned the skirt and bodice together, right sides facing each other, and then was able to sew those together to have nearly a complete dress. There it is pinned together. And here I am sewing that together. I used a zigzag stitch all down the back of the dress where the zipper would go, and then I started putting the zipper in. I usually sew an invisible zipper so that it's kind of covered by little floppy bits of the fabric, but this time I decided to not do it that way and make the zipper visible. And after the zipper was put in, that's when I closed up the rest of the back of the skirt so that that would be all closed and finished. After the closure was put in, I was able to try it on the dress so I could test the fit, and I was actually pretty happy with it. The only thing that I would change is probably in the back of the skirt. There was excess fabric in the skirt, and instead of like cutting the excess away, I just did 2 pleats in the back, and it added a bit of bulk to where the skirt isn't as smooth as I might like it in the back, but I am going to stick with it for now, and I am pretty pleased with the dress. And since I was pleased with the fit of the dress, I cut out my own bias binding, and I used that to finish both the neckline and the arm edges. Alright, so I'm nearly done with this Minecraft-esque dirt block kind of dress. I finished the neckline with some bias binding that I made out of the same fabric. And I really like how this finishes to cover up the top part of the zipper. And I will probably put like a hook and eye just at the top to keep it together. And I didn't really fold in the back seam, I just did a zigzag stitch, and I like how I sewed the zipper. It is visible. I usually sew it to be more invisible, but then there's these little flappies if you do it that way, and it can get caught in the zipper sometimes. So I opted to sew the zipper this way, and I'm actually really happy with it. And it's black, so it goes, the color is in the fabric that I use, so I really like that. I finished the neckline. I have this armhole pinned with the bias binding, and then I'll still need to do this. And then I need to hem the bottom of the skirt. I'm really short. I'm only like 5, maybe 5'1". So all skirt patterns end up really long on me. So I'm probably going to turn this up by like 4 inches, I would think, just because it's really long on me. And I would like this to be kind of more of a short kind of a dress. And here's one of my newest foster babies. This is Pepper. So she's a little girl. And the little boy, they're siblings. He's using the potty box right now. So I think I won't show him just yet. But I think this is a really cute dress. I tried it on and I was really happy with it. Now, one thing, I think I do want to make this pattern again because I really liked it. But the skirt ended up being really a lot long, like, I know, baby, wider. And instead of like getting rid of that bulk, I made a pleat here and a pleat here. I know, honey. Oh my goodness. But I did these pleats, and I don't know, I don't feel like taking apart and taking those out, so I'm probably going to just leave it as is. But I think next time I make it, I would opt to just cut off that extra width in the skirt at the top and not have that in a pleat, so it's more smooth in the back. But that's the only thing I would do differently next time. But I really like this pattern, I think. It's really easy and simple. Sorry, I'm so distracted by my foster kittens. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start finishing this. So I've been sewing the bias binding down by hand. And yeah, I did sew it on. Did I? I think I sewed it on by machine. I can't really remember, but I guess I'll check. Maybe I filmed it. I don't remember. But yeah, I've been finishing it on the inside by hand though. And I think I did this little corner not that great, so it looks more flush on the inside, and I think I should change that to where it looks more kind of like mitered, is that the right word, here on the outside. So I might undo this little bit and then kind of fold it in a little bit and just fix it so it looks more just a tiny bit nicer there. Alright, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to sewing. Bye. Really? You guys are so silly. Oh my gosh. Hun, she was sleeping. She was sleeping.